Hey everyone, in this video I'll be exploring the subject of the virtual reality shopping mall, using as an illustration a short demo I made in the Unity game engine for use with a Google Cardboard headset. Now, why would we want a VR shop? Virtual reality as a field has gained quite a bit of traction in the past few years, and many actors in the field of online shopping, such as eBay, PriceMinister, and Alibaba, are now trying to expand to the VR space. An effective VR shopping mall could indeed be able to combine the best of both online and physical shopping to create an immersive and entertaining experience, all the while allowing the shopper to efficiently find and buy the desired product. Now, if you search around on YouTube, you'll be able to find quite a few promotional videos for such VR shop concepts. In this video, I'll simply be examining a few of the core concepts I believe can really add value to such an app, and I'll be illustrating each point using a demo app I rapidly sketched up in Unity. First of all, let's talk about atmosphere. One of the big advantages a VR shopping mall can have over an online shop is that it can use the 3D space to truly immerse the user in a specific environment with its own atmosphere. Just like in VR gaming, getting this atmosphere just right is of utmost importance, as it will be a defining part of the user experience. Now, although I tried to give my demo a certain comfortable feel with the design and colors, I couldn't really develop this aspect in the time frame I had for the demo project. For a professional VR shop, however, this would have to be given a lot more importance, from both a visual and an audio standpoint. Now, designing this environment also means putting a lot of thought into the shop's spatial disposition. Should it attempt to recreate the familiar environment of a regular shopping mall? Or should it rather be arranged to contribute to the atmosphere in a more creative and entertaining way? I tried to go with a bit of both when creating the demo. The main space of my environment is engineered for efficiency. The goal here is to allow the user to very rapidly search for a specific product, add it to his cart, and cash out. I tried to make this part very intuitive. The product search is done by pressing on a keyboard in the virtual space, for example, and the screens displaying a product's information resemble what one could find on an online website. To allow for quick navigation in the 3D space, the user can either click on a location to move there, or fast travel there using a menu that appears when looking downwards. In contrast with this main space, I also added different levels representing the shop's different categories. In those spaces, the focus is placed on atmosphere rather than efficiency, as the idea is to allow the user to browse the products of a specific category, even if they don't have a specific object in mind. Whatever its atmosphere, a VR shop will also have to offer information to the users, which brings us to the second point, content. Now, ideally, a VR shop should manage to give its consumers as much information on its products as an online service would, especially such things as customer ratings and reviews, which are not always available in physical shops. This means finding a comfortable and non-intrusive way of displaying a large amount of information in a 3D space. One way of doing this is by generating screens in a cylinder around the user when a product is selected, and displaying the information on those screens in the same manner a website would. The screens could also be moved around by the user so as not to be too intrusive and to ensure that the text can be read correctly. Yet where VR can really offer added value concerning content is through the product's representation in the 3D space. Indeed, online shopping doesn't always allow for an intuitive or complete representation of a product's size or how it looks like, for example, contrarily to physical shopping where one can take the object and turn it around to examine it from all angles. In VR, however, the product can be represented in 3D and in real size, which could allow for better shopping of such products as clothes and furniture. In the same way, products such as video games, or music, or movies, which have content which cannot be easily examined in physical stores, could be better displayed in a VR shop. For example, when buying a video game in the VR shop, one could imagine being able to directly watch its trailer or online reviews, or maybe even be able to play a short demo of the game if it's compatible with the VR headset currently in use. The third point I think has to be accounted for when designing a VR shopping service is the social aspect of the shopping experience. Whereas an online store often doesn't have the right feel to allow for a social experience when shopping, the VR space might be able to give it a better shot. Many people like to stroll around with friends in a busy shopping mall. Why not do the same in VR? If the atmosphere is correctly calibrated, I believe that this could be an important step in making VR shops a popular alternative to online shopping. More than this multiplayer social aspect, simply allowing multiple users to see each other in the VR shop could be a good thing, as long as it doesn't become intrusive. Indeed, shopping in a completely empty virtual mall may make the user uncomfortable, as we're more used to crowded shopping spaces. One could therefore imagine allowing the user to see a certain number of customers, a parameter which could be modified in the user settings, or even adding virtual AI customers to give the space more life. Finally, let's talk about advertising. Although no one really wants to watch ads when they go shopping, a VR shop may be interested in displaying some advertisement inside the shopping space. This raises the question of how to efficiently display advertisement in a 3D space. Now, in my opinion, the simplest way of doing so is to display 2D advertisements on screens arranged around the shopping mall, which would allow to use standard video and image ads. This is the solution I chose to use in the demo. Targeted ads displayed on screens in a fixed location in a 3D space, as they would be in a physical shopping mall, which come to life when users hover their gaze over them.
A six-pack.
Another solution would be to include 3D VR-specific ads, which could make better use of the 3D space to promote a product. I haven't been able to really delve into this solution in the demo, but I believe it might be something we could see in the near future. Okay, well, this concludes what I had to say in this video. Hope you enjoyed. Feel free to leave a comment to let me know if you agree or disagree with my take on VR shopping, and share your own opinion. Until next time, I'll see you around.